Hello, we continue in entrepreneurship and business training. This is your host, Dr. Tripo Mwenifumbo. Yesterday, we started the course entitled Transformational Business Strategies, and which is the third course in this training. As I said, we have covered the psychology of success, then we have done entrepreneurship. Now let's look at the transformational business strategies. And yesterday we gave the introduction, and today we are starting identifying your potential capital. So we are going to look at how can we identify the potential capital, because the biggest challenge that we have in most of us, we want to seek capital from outside. And when you look at the context that we have in Zambia, it is a context which is somehow difficult to get financial capital. So the capital is what you are having and what you can easily access. That is the capital. And the first capital, it is you yourself. You are the biggest capital, because a human being is a capital on himself or on herself. There is a value that has been created within you for the life that you have lived and from the time you started living. So there are skills that have been developed which can be used as capital, whereby you can do something that can be able to bring you resources. So there is no excuse of saying that I don't have capital. The reason why I'm suffering, I don't have capital. So that is what we want to explore, and we want to look at how can we develop and how can we use the available capital. If we follow the biblical principles, God will always ask, what do you have? So we look at the woman, um Elisha asked, what do you have? He said, only the oil. So they use that to multiply. Then same with Elisha, the flour, the little flour and the little oil, they use that to multiply. When you look at Moses, God asked him when they reached the Red Sea and asked him, what do you have? He said, I have uh, the walking stick, and that is what he used. So always you have got something, you have something that you can be able to use as a capital. So nobody has the excuse that I don't have capital. So we are going to explore and look at non-financial capital and also financial capital. You are meant to make it in life, and you are meant to become great. So we are starting looking at identifying your potential capital. So the first course that we are going to look at in identifying the potential capital is the voice capital. I know we have not realized that God has given us the voice capital, and most of us, we want to use the voice in distraction, or want to use the voice in or want to neglect this capital. So the first thing that I want you to understand is that you have got the voice capital. So I want you to speak to yourself and say, I've got a voice capital. And we are going to explore how we can use the voice capital. Now, when we talk about the voice capital, the best example that I can give you is what I'm doing right now. What I'm just doing is that I'm using the voice capital. I'm using the voice capital. So my voice is the capital. So I'm teaching you, and I'm creating resources. I'm making money through speaking. So I'm using my voice as a capital. And when you look at the in any business, for you to succeed in this life, you have to know how to craft your voice capital. So in leadership, what is important, it is your voice capital. So when you begin to to craft your voice. You begin to commercialize your voice. Then you can be able to live better, because your voice is the most important faculty of your life that can help you, or that can make you make millions and millions of kwacha, or millions and millions of dollars. So you use the voice capital, and it is the cheapest capital that you have. It is the capital that you have which needs to be developed. So you can develop the voice capital. So I want you to look at yourself and say, I can develop the voice capital. So the voice capital is a major capital in any resource. Even when, if you want to have money, you want to borrow money, you have to use the voice capital. If you want something, you have to use the voice capital. So the voice is the most important capital. So you just have to know how to craft your voice, how to use your voice to get what you want. You use your voice to get what you want, because the voice is the biggest capital that you have. The voice is the biggest capital that you have. So we are going to look at some of the things that we can look at. Your voice is a powerful tool that can make you crazy money. You just need to know how to use it. So 90% of wealth is as a result of using the voice capital. So most of the wealth is as a result of using voice capital, and 90%, there are only 10% where you don't use the voice. But uh, if you knew this, and if you know this, most of the time I ask myself, I wish I knew this. It's that the voice is the most important capital that one can have. So in this class, I'll be sharing with you 5 tips that will help you profit from your voice. So there'll be 5 tips, 5 things that I'm going to talk about, which can help you develop your voice and use your voice to create money, and use your voice to start something or to do something. Number one, believe that your voice is variable. So you just have to believe, you just have to know that I've got a voice, and this is the most important gift that God has given me, and this is the voice that I can use to create resources. So your mindset plays a powerful role in your profiting from your voice. So your mindset plays a powerful role in your profiting from your voice. So before you can convince others to pay to hear you speak, you must first of all believe that your voice is variable. So belief comes, or confidence comes through what you have acquired. What is it? How much have you crafted yourself? So for you to speak, what is you will only, the Bible says, as a man speaketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. And from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So we speak what is in ourselves. We speak what is in ourselves. So the first thing is to do what is called the intake. You have to develop the inside you. You develop your information. Like what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, it is because I have taken time to learn from these things that I'm talking about, and they are coming from the heart. They are coming from within me. Then they are creating a resource. So when you have to identify what is in you, and it has to give you confidence. So you believe that the voice is the precious gift that God has given me. It's a precious gift that I can use to gather the resource. as long as I've got a voice, I cannot stay hungry. As long as I've got a voice, I cannot suffer. As long as I've got a voice, I cannot continue struggling. So when you look at that and you identify that gift, which is the voice gift, and you believe that God gave you that gift so that you may be able to do something. You were not given the voice to insult people. You were not given that voice to break the hearts of people. You were given that gift, voice gift, so that you may be able to build others. And when you build others, you create value in other people's lives. Then you are going to create wealthy. You are going to create resources for yourself. So you believe that your voice is the important capital, and it can make you and give you whatever you want. The second thing that I want you to know is that you talk what you know. So as I said, there are many things that can make your voice profitable. But for the sake of this class, we will focus on the ability to teach others. So now, the first thing that I want us to know is the most easy way of creating your voice as the capital is teaching what you know. Every person has got what he or she knows. So I want you to join me in the class, or which is entitled Teaching Online. So that you may be able to learn how to use your voice to create resources through teaching. So there are always people willing to pay to learn from you. So people are willing to learn from you, whatever that you know, whether you are formal or informal. There are a lot of things that you know which people wants to learn from you. People wants to know. People wants to hear because they have no experience. For example, if you maybe there is something that you went through, and from the experience that you went through, and how you overcame that experience, how you overcame, how you overcame by being a single mother, and you acquired, you managed to survive. So you can be able to start teaching people online by saying how you can become a better mother, how you can make money as a mother whilst you are at home. You can create anything that can be able to inspire others, and people are ready to pay when they know there is the value that is going to be created in what you are telling them or in what you are teaching them. So think of something that would be helpful for others to learn from you. So what is it that you have acquired? What is it that you have learned that can be inspiring? What that is a thing that you need to develop. Bring it out. Let somebody learn. Let the other people get the skill that you have gotten, and teach the people. If you know how to cook, begin to teach people how to cook. You know how to bake, begin to teach people how to bake. You know, there are a lot of things that you know, and you can use that skill to teach other people. And I want you to know that money is more in teaching than even in practicing your skill. I'll give you example, uh, our tutor in entrepreneurship, Madam Prudence Shungaband. She has uh, she is an event manager. She's an event manager, and she gets events. And now she's using that skill again to go to teach the student at ZipZip and as event managers. So she's creating some resources by using her gift, her talent, using her school, using what she has learned. So that is how you can craft. Sometimes, like for example, you know how to make cakes. You may not make more money by you making cakes. You can make more money by you inviting other people to learn from your skill. And when you learn from people, learn from your skill, you find that they'll create more. You create more money. It could be your experience, your knowledge. For example, one may decide to use my voice to teach business owners how to sell online, whilst another person has decided to use their voice to teach others how to build great relationships. You can also use your voice to teach anything you are conversant with. The third thing is build a brand with your voice. So, create a brand. If you brand is who you are, or some a niche that you are able to create. People don't buy the product; they buy the name of the product. I repeat myself: people don't buy a product; they buy the name of the product. I'll give you an example. Like this company that sells the phones, Mobile City. You can have the same phone with Mobile City, and Mobile City may be doing it at 3,000 kwacha. You do it at 2,000 kwacha. People are not going to buy from you. They'll rather buy from Mobile City. Why? Because it has made the name. So the name is more important than wealth. That's what the Bible says. So a good name is better than wealthy. So you create a name. You create a name in your in your voice career. So now, what kind of the name are you supposed to build? What are you going to be teaching? What are you going to be known of as a as a teacher in your voice capital? What brand are you giving? Are you teaching about relationships? Are you going to be known teaching about events? Are you going to be known teaching about how to make money, financial literacy, or you are going to be known to as a general teacher, as a general tutor. So all that is you create a brand, you create a name. Let your name be attached to what you are doing, and when you speak, they'll be able to you speak with authority. So this will help people recognize the value of your voice and make it easier for them to pay for your voice. So people will be able to pay for your voice because they know, if I want this, I have to go to this. They'll be able to connect to you. um, like sometimes I don't even advertise my courses. I just find that people are coming, and I'll just find that maybe the classes are, I've got people in my classes. Not that I advertise, but because of the brand, they know that if we want this training, you go to this person. You can build your voice brand using social media presentations. So how do you build your voice brand? You use social media presentation. This time you have got a lot of social media that we can use: WhatsApp, Facebook. You use Instagram. We use the TikTok. So let people know the kind of the voice, the authority that is in your voice. So you can build authority through videos or live sessions. So you build that authority. They know that this is the voice. You are a voice in that particular bland. You are able to speak. When you speak, people, they know that this is what this person is known of. And you can be a motivating speaker. You can be, there are a lot of things that you can do with your voice to create resources. Then you packaging is one of the words that you can be able to use. So package your voice brand. How do you package it? You package your voice into something that other people can pay for. It's one thing just to speak, and it's one thing to inspire people, but also packaging where yes, people knows you as a good speaker, people knows you that you speak about your relationships, people knows you that you speak about a lot of things, but how do you package it so that people can be able to buy it from you? Number one, you can package it using the courses. You use the course, you create a course over that. So you name the course, and again, I say, join me as I'll be teaching you on how you can be able to create money through creating a course. Audios, you can create the audios, you sell the audios, and also public speaking engagements. People will be able to call you as a speaker. You'll be able to know, can you come and speak about this, can you come and do this? Then also you can create videos where you are able to create the brand and package your what you are doing, like this time you can just create the brand whereby you are just speaking. Maybe you are not even having people directly paying you. You just put it on Facebook, and then people, the more viewers you have, the more you create the resources. You go TikTok, although in Africa we are yet, or in Zambia we are yet to have the TikTok that pays. So you can have that. Not only that, when you have the following, there will be people that will say, I want to advertise on your page, I want to do this, because you are using your voice to be a brand. You can use YouTube, like as I'm using. You see, there are times whereby when you really reach a certain number, like 1 million viewers, you are able to get some money. You are able, you are they are able to pay you for that. So that is the other thing. Now, also, the other thing that you can have the voice, but you say, I don't make money through my voice. Me, I speak, me, I do this, me, I'm a good teacher, but you don't make money through that. So attach value to your voice. You can offer your voice for free as a way to build your brand. But remember to also have ways to make money. So when you are offering the free voice, the voice, then you have to know how to, you can be able to create the money out of that. I'll give you this good example. This course that you are doing, it's a free course, but as you are doing it for free, then we bring in issues that those that want to get a certificate, you can be able to pay for the certificate. So as much as we have offered the course for free, but also it has created the resource. So you have to craft it, you have to attach it with value. You can offer the free thing. You are, for example, you are offering free trainings. So in the free trainings, some people may come to advertise on those trainings. My brother is working on the app whereby he'll be providing free news. So now you have to decide whether you want to have a paid up news or you want to have a free news. Now, when you have a free news, then there will be adverts that will be in between, and those adverts, it means that the people that are watching those people, that when you are watching, you'll be able to see the advert. So those adverts, you may be interested, and you may buy into those. So people are going to be advertising on his page. Whatever you do, make sure your voice brings in money. So make sure that your voice brings in money. Whenever you are speaking, you are doing consultants, you have to know that your voice should bring in money, should create a certain value. You can't say you have voice capital if you are not making money out of it. So you can make money through the voice capital. I also want to remind you that just because you have a voice doesn't mean you know how to speak in a way that commands authority. Knowing how to speak confidently and fluently is a difference, and it's difference between those who get paid for their voice and those who don't. So that's why I want you to join us in this class, which is a joint promotion class on how to make money through online training. So let's join together, because in this class, I'll be able to teach you either using other engines to create money. You may not be a good speaker, you may not be a good teacher, but you can be able to use the engines like those that are doing the graphics designing. I'm using the engine of somebody. I'm using somebody to teach on that platform. So you can be able to do that. So this course is only given on a giveaway, which is 300 kwacha. So you do the online training on how to make money through online. And classes are starting on 8th July. But the payments, those that are going to pay now, I'll give them the discount. So join this class, and you'll be able to learn more things about it, on how you can be able to craft your voice, and how you can be able to identify your potential through the voice capital. So we will look at some of the things that we are going to help and empower you, so that you'll be able to make money. You'll be able to say no. You'll not be able to say no, I don't have capital, I don't have what. I'll be able to unveil things. So be ready, and some of the programs that I'll be bringing, they'll need you to commit yourself. Sometimes I wonder why people fail just uh, to work on something. I'll give you an example, like I advertised a course on graphics design, and it was only 50 kwacha. And from that 50 kwacha, you'll be able to make thousands of kwacha. But one decides not to do it, because there is, if you are not ready to spend, don't be ready to make money. Because the little, especially in education, education is very cheap. If there is something that is very cheap, it is education. Because for example, you pay a course, like me. uh, I remember the World Vision sponsored me to do psychosocial counseling. That was in 2001. And you know how much it was costing? It was costing $5,000. So $5,000 at that time. This time it is how much? It's about 100 and something thousand. That is how we used to do to pay psychosocial counseling. But guess what? I think I've made more money than that money. There are a lot of courses that I've done whereby I just pay a little. I paid for computer training, I think about 1,000 kwacha, but I think I've made a lot of money out of it. So uh, education, it is the cheapest resource that you can ever get. It is the cheapest capital that you can ever get. Because if you have the information, you have a greatest capital. You can learn how to do baking. Like I heard there is a course that they are offering on cosmetology, which is 5,000 kwacha, and it is only for a month. You see, someone will say, 5,000 kwacha only for a month. But if you get that course, How many people are you going to work on? You do the hairdressing, you do the nails, you do, how much are you going to be making per day or per week? So when you compare 5,000 kwacha and what you can be able to get, some of you, even if you are employed, you demand not less than 1,500. So if you are getting 1,500 from the skill that you learned at 5,000 kwacha, how many months are you going to work to pay the loan that you borrowed to pay for the cost of 5,000 kwacha? So let's invest in knowledge so that we may be able to build our voice capital. Thank you so much. This is your host, Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo. God bless you, and let's meet in the other side of money and money making.